folks, it's Jay Ramey here. Jay Ramey, attorney at law, coming to you from the Know Your Rights bunker in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I am a lawyer. I'm licensed in Oklahoma, Kansas, federal court, and a couple Indian tribes here in Oklahoma. Now, we're doing a new Know Your Rights, but this is kind of a continuation of the last Know Your Rights episode I did. So, this is Know Your Rights episode 22, Out of the Car, Tyreek! Now, as I record this, it's Tuesday, September 10th, all right? The last Know Your Rights episode was episode 21, which was Out of the Car, long hair. By the way, if you know where I got that line from, you get 12 bonus points. So, I made that last video, episode 21, I recorded that on Saturday, September 7th. 2024. Sunday, I started to edit it and get it all ready to put on YouTube, and I think I put it on YouTube late Sunday night or early Monday morning. But it was that Sunday, on Sunday, September 8th, is when the football player, Tyreek Hill, and I watch a little bit of football, play some fantasy football, but I don't know all their names, and I don't keep track of them. I think I'd heard this guy's name before. But anyway, that Sunday, when I'm editing the video, episode 21, which was about police officers ordering you out of the car, what the law is on that. All that news came out on that Sunday about Tyreek Hill, and well, at the time we didn't know why, but there was some video taken by passersby that showed him laid down, face ground on next to his car, with cops, with their knees on him and stuff. Okay, so I'm editing the video, Know Your Rights episode 21. I'm thinking, you know what? I bet the reason they drug him out of the car and threw him down is because he didn't get out of the car, or he didn't get out of the car fast enough. So that was Sunday, September 10th. Then Monday, yesterday, just last night, the body cam video of the cops came out. And that's exactly what happened. They drug him out of the car. Now this, by my count, what did I write down here? By my count, from the time they told him to get out of the car until they got violent, hands-on, 8 seconds. 8 seconds. They decided to use violence and just start cutting, dropping the F-bomb and all this and that. And usually I'm okay to just say the word, but from what I've heard is if you use bad words on their YouTube videos, they may take your video down, or you may get strikes against you or whatever. So anyway, why is it that cops are like the only job where they get to cuss at the people that they're protecting and serving? I don't know. Anyway, so they're cussing at him, yelling at him. So I'm like, I just made a video of this. I told you all about my clients who got drug out of their car, slammed down to the ground, face pushed down into the concrete or the asphalt. And that's exactly what we saw. In fact, for those of you who haven't seen it, let's just go ahead and, I'm not going to play much of the video, but I'm going to play a few seconds of it where we see him get slammed down to the ground. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick.
Don't knock on my window like that, man.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on?
Don't knock on my window like that, no.
Like what?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up?
Don't knock on my window like that.
Why you have it up? I have to knock to let you know I'm here. That way you can lower it and talk to you.
Just get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Hey! Keep your window down.
Don't tell me what.
Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Give me your F.
Get out of the car.
Give me your F. I'm gonna break that freaking window.
Get out of the car.
I'm finna get out.
Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Damn. What part of blood are you doing this time? Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, dude. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out,
you
bro.
understand? Not when you want, but when we tell you.
I'm getting
You're a little
out.
fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
Alright, bro, take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey,
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
bro.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Like what? Why do you have it up? Put it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Hey! Keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car.
Give me your ass, mama.
Get out of the car.
Give me your ass. I'm gonna break that freaking window.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. What part of law don't you understand?
Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin.
When we tell you to do something, you do it.
I'm getting
You understand?
out. I'm getting out,
You
bro.
understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you.
I'm getting
You're a little
out.
fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
Alright, bro, take
Too
me to
late.
jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew, hey,
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
bro. Y'all,
Don't move.
good. Bro, you
Set 'em
beating
up.
on my window like you crazy.
Just set him up.
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, yo, bro.
These cops, they're just violent thugs. Just watching these, I don't know how many. There were like 3, 4, and some more came later. There were, I'm not gonna play all that video. Or more show up later. They're just thugs. They're just violent thugs. Why are you gonna pull someone out of a car because he didn't get out fast enough? Within 8 seconds, and when they open the door, you can see he's kind of turned like he's starting to get out. But again, this is my whole thing on episode 21 of Know Your Rights, because that case, Pennsylvania versus Mims, that says it's not a Fourth Amendment violation for the police to order you out of the car. Now, I talked a lot more during that video. Go back and watch the video. But there's some things I was going to talk about in that video, which my videos are always a lot longer than I meant them to be, than I mean them to be. But Tyreek rolls his window down, gives the officer his license and whatever else, insurance, whatever else, and then most of us would expect the cop's going to go back and write the ticket. Now, I've done that before and rolled my window up because it's cold or whatever, and nothing, and then when he comes back with I always get I haven't gotten a ticket forever. I always get a warning. I drive out to court on the highway like 3-4 times a week. Like this week, it's going to be 5 days this week. So I get pulled over once a year, once every 2 years. Not very often, but I've never been pulled out of the car and thrown down to the concrete. But anyway, I know I've rolled my window up because it's been cold or whatever. But anyway, that cop wouldn't have anything of it. And I saw an interview with Tyreek, I guess last night. He said, I rolled the window up because here I am. I'm at I'm right near the stadium. I'm a football player. I don't want people, because you're famous and you don't want people, oh, look, it's Tyreek, the police got him, and, taking pictures and stuff. And you're a little bit ashamed and don't want people gawking at you, especially when you're a famous football player. So he said, that's why he rolled the window back up. He didn't want people looking at him, taking pictures. So, and that cop turned around, we're going to put that window back there, we're just going to pull you in the car. So, anyway, look. And the one cop says, we're going to bust the effing window. I've seen that happen. I've seen videos of that where people just rolled the window down just a little bit. Here you go. I can hear you fine, officer. And then I've seen them go up there, bust the window out. Because they're violent thugs. They're violent thugs. Imagine busting the window because someone only rolled down that far, didn't obey your orders to roll all the way down. So I knew this would come up. There haven't been any comments yet. And again, well, like I was saying, my videos get too long, but I didn't address this in my last episode of Know Your Rights, episode 21. Well, Remy, can you just crack the window? Well, I don't know. There's no law. I know of no law that says you have to roll the window all the way down. You know, some statute. You must roll the window all the way down when a police officer pulls you over. But it goes back to what we talked about in the Know Your Rights, episode 21. What would they charge you with? If an officer told you not roll the window all the way down, you only rolled it that far down, a couple inches. They charge you with obstruction of a police officer, and we looked at that. We looked at the obstruction in Oklahoma. We looked at the law and the jury instruction. And let's just look at it again real quick. Just real quick, let's just look at it again. Because this is what they would, well, we're going to talk more about it here in a minute, but that's what they would charge you with if you didn't obey to roll the window all the way down. So let's look at the jury, the statute and the jury instruction real quick. All right, again, here is the law in Oklahoma on obstructing a public officer. I'm sure it's very similar to other states. And we looked at this at the last episode of Know Your Rights, and it's so general. Any person who willfully delays or obstructs any public officer in the discharge or attempt to discharge any duty of his or her office is guilty of a misdemeanor. And this carries us from 0 to 1 year in jail and up to, I think, a $500 fine. It may be up to $1,000. But a jury can find you guilty, give you 0 days in jail, and give you a $1 fine. And then here's the jury instruction. No person shall be convicted of obstructing an officer in the performance of his or her official duties unless the state has proved beyond a reasonable doubt each element of the crime. These elements are willfully delayed or obstructed. What does that mean? Whatever the jury thinks that means. Third, specify political officer, so you're going to put whatever kind of police officer known by the defendant to be a specific public officer, some kind of police officer, in the discharge of any duty of his or her office. So, if you were to not roll your window all the way down, or you only rolled it 2 inches down, this is what they're going to charge you with. Obstructing an officer, and the cop is going to get with the DA before the trial, and they're going to go over the testimony about how rolling the window down, it was so dangerous. They're going to go back to officer safety, and it slowed everything down and made me had to worry about my safety, and I couldn't quickly perform my duties. I mean, they're going to have it all. I've been doing this 24 years, 25 years, something like that. I know how it's going to work. When they get, the officer is going to get with the DA, and they're going to have his testimony all ready to go. And they're going to make it sound like the person delayed or obstructed based on his testimony, which, they're going to practice it, and they're going to be all ready to go about how much it was delayed, obstructed, blah, 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 blah. So, that's what, it's so general. Delayed or obstructed, they can charge anything. And I know if someone didn't roll their window all the way down, they charge them with this. But again, as I was just saying before, they wouldn't even have to charge them with that, because the next thing they would do was order them out of the car. And then if they didn't get out of the car, maybe 2 counts. The first count would be not rolling the window down. And then count 2 of a obstructing officer for not getting out of the car fast enough. Who knows? I've seen so many just bogus charges, just ridiculous charges from the district attorneys sometimes, for hurting a police officer's feelings, for not obeying his commands. Anyway, that's it. Let's go back and talk about this a little bit more. Okay, but then let's just take it one step further. They don't even have to charge you with a crime for not rolling the window all the way down. They're going to tell you, get out of the car, long hair. Get out of the car, Tyreek. To punish you for not rolling the window down. Now, I did want to talk about this, because this went around in Facebook. It went over a couple years ago, and I see that picture pop up every once in a while, and I think the dude's an attorney, and he's holding up a little sign into the window. I'm not rolling the window down. Here's my license. I'm not required to roll the window down. And I even saw a video of that guy getting arrested a long time ago, and he was going to challenge it, and I think he was in Florida, an attorney. So, and this happened to Tyreek in Florida. Whatever happened about that, I don't know. Now, there's two kinds of stops. There's DUI, what I call DUI roadblocks, and then of course a traffic stop where they pulled you over for a traffic violation. DUI roadblocks, I don't know that you have to roll the window down. Even if they order you to roll the window down, I don't know. I've never seen any case law on it, but a DUI traffic stop, they're not going to write you a citation. They're just there to briefly, it's supposed to be briefly, very brief, but you give the cops an inch, they take a mile. It's supposed to be very brief. The DUI roadblocks, those aren't full traffic stops. So maybe if you just held a sign up there and your license, maybe you'd be okay. I don't know, never seen any case law on it, and that guy in Florida, I don't know whatever happened to him. But in a regular traffic stop, where they're going to write you a ticket because you committed some violation, if you don't roll the window down or don't do what they say, they're just going to order you out of the car. And then guess what? If you don't get out of the car, then we're back to being charged with obstruction of a police officer. My understanding is Tyreek Hill was charged with 2 traffic violations, reckless driving or speeding or inattentive driving. I don't know. I've heard different things, and not having a seatbelt on. Obviously, they didn't arrest him for obstructing an officer. They can also give you a citation for obstructing an officer, because what jury is going to find a famous football player guilty of obstructing an officer for taking 8 seconds to get out of the car? Now, if there was, 15 minutes to 10 you get out of the car, and you don't get out of the car, that's more likely they're going to arrest you for obstructing, and I don't know what a jury's going to do. We talked about that in the last episode. Go review that. But I'm certain that's why they didn't charge him with obstructing or whatever Florida's equivalent law is, because what jury is going to find him guilty of obstructing for taking 8 seconds till the police got violent with him? Did they violate his rights? I don't know. I don't do lawsuits. I don't do the civil rights lawsuits. He's got an attorney, and I saw the attorney talking last night. Who knows? But Pennsylvania MIM says it's not a Fourth Amendment violation to order you out of the car. It doesn't say you get to be thrown down if you took too long, 8 seconds too long. It doesn't say you get thrown down to the ground. It doesn't say you get to be handcuffed. And I also heard they held him for 18 minutes before the cop even started writing the citation. So that's 18 minutes. But here's the thing. He didn't get hurt. 18 minutes. How much money is that worth? Again, I don't do the civil lawsuits. I don't know how much money it's worth. It's not going to be a lot. Like if you got a broken arm or, a broken face, they take you to the jailhouse, you get locked up for 3 or 4 days. That's a lot more damages and a lot more money that you can recover after a lawsuit like that. Anyway, so I just want to make this episode real quick because it was just very, very coincidental that all that happened as I was making my last Know Your Rights episode. So let's get out of here. That's all I got to talk about for today. Remember, if you have a police encounter, do not waive all of your sacred constitutional rights when having a police encounter. Always assert your rights when having a police encounter. There is no reason not to. All right, let's get out of here, and we'll be back with another episode very soon, I hope. Talk to you guys later.